Well, Power Nation, this is it. It's all going down. Now, before I get into the good stuff, I want to dispel a couple rumors. I'm not retiring. I don't know why. I announced this thing and everybody thinks I'm leaving. I'm going to move to Hawaii or Puerto Rico or something. Nope. I'm still here. I'm still working hard, and I'm still going to provide awesome content for you. I'm going nowhere. So that one's done. Are you making P90X4? It's P90X4. Can't make P90X4. I don't work for Beachbody anymore. It was an amazing 20-year run. I cannot thank them so much because it's the reason why you and I even know each other. It's the reason why I can create and build this project with you together on my own. So as a result, we get to make it our way. People think Sean and I are having a baby. Well, we have 3 dogs. That's enough. We're not going to have a baby, but we are going to give birth to something awesome, something special, something that you and I are creating together. It has elements that I've never created in a program before. You know, we've done nutrition and exercise, but we're also going to add mindfulness, super important, and we're going to add some supplementation that have helped me come back from my illness. Now, speaking of my illness, you just saw me doing some pull-ups here. It's been a long road since October of 2017. Some of you already know this, maybe some of you don't, but I got shingles, and I got it in my right ear. And shingles are horrible. If you have chicken pox, then there's, it's down there waiting for you to have a certain amount of stress in your life. So I had a lot of stress. I had a lot of things going on. There was a shooting in Vegas. I knew people that were there. So traumatic. It really, really impacted me because I knew people that were at that event and hearing their stories. The next day, my first client ever, my first celebrity client, was a friend of mine. I got to know him over the course of 30 plus years. Tom Petty passes away. And then at that time, I was going through some really tough negotiations, with a company that helped me create all these programs. And they were moving in one direction, I was moving in another, and that relationship was coming to an end. So the combination of that and a lot of other stressors in my life caused my cortisol levels to go through the roof, my adrenal glands just going crazy. I could feel my telomeres. They're the little things that keep you young. They were shrinking before my very eyes. And I got brutally, brutally sick. So sick that no pull-ups, no push-ups, no walking, no driving, no workouts, no eating, just sleeping and vomiting, mostly, for days and weeks and months, and 25 pounds lost. I mean, I was at an all-time low. And I know right now during these times, there's a lot of people out there that are struggling maybe as much or more than I did back then in October of 2017. There's a lot of stuff that just aren't going well right now. And so what I'm here to do is to create something for you to get your mind off of all that. And we're here to support you and to love you and to encourage you and to build this tribe. And it's called Power Nation, and we're going to work together. Because you know me from the other programs, and you know those kind of results, and you know how well they work. All right? I mean, I try to create programs that give you that kind of variety, right? So you don't get the boredom and the injuries and the plateaus. I try to give you a nutritional component, but we're gonna do more than that this time. We're gonna have accountability. You have options here where if you keep opting in to all these really great features and all these little extras that you couldn't get in the past, but we can build that here because I have that team. So what I wanna do is I don't wanna let you down. I want you to succeed, because here's the funny thing, and maybe a lot of you don't know that. A lot of these programs, as good as they are, maybe 12% of the people who purchase my programs or the programs go all the way to the end, eat really well, and succeed and lose the weight, and then maybe they live that way for the rest of their life. What happens to the other 88%? It's up and down and all around, and they lose the weight, and they gain the weight, and they get strong, and they get weak, and they go through bouts of depression. What I'm trying to create for you right now is a program that will impact you now and for the rest of your life. That's why we're here. That's why I'm building Power Nation. That's the reason why we have a manifesto. I never wrote a manifesto before, but I felt it was important because I knew that we need as much intel. We need a certain philosophy. We need to be part of a community to be able to give you the results that I know that you want. So it's up to you right here, right now, to make a decision about your life. What do you want out of your life? The world has gone crazy, but I'm giving you an opportunity to feel good about yourself, to share this with other people, and to really make a difference not only in your life, but in the people around you, your community, your state, your country, the planet. This thing is for everybody. If you live in Sweden, you can have it. If you live in South America, you can have it. If you live at the North Pole, dang right, you can do it as well. We're not just keeping it in the USA. Canadians, yes! Finally, you can have it too. People of Mexico, I don't care, anyone and everyone. Russia, why not? Give it to them. That's a terrible Russian accent. But you see what I'm saying? The idea here is to work together as a massive community so that we can be able to really take these steps to make for a better life. Look, when I was done with Beachbody, I was able to move over to Gaiam, and we made this amazing program called Next Level, and you guys loved it, and it was awesome. And then, of course, then came the Power Life supplement brand. The people at the company that I work with who created those products created those for me. Because when I got really sick, I suffered from something called sarcopenia, which, we talk about. If you see it online, you hear me talk about it there. But everybody over the age of 35, 40, 45, 50, 60 is suffering from age-related muscle loss. So you need all the strategies, the techniques, the supplements, the macros, the micros, the meditation, the mindfulness. You need all this stuff to be able to combat or at least slow down the aging process a little bit. Am I some kind of super fit ex-football player, baseball player? No. I'm a C- student with a speech impediment who just figured a few things out in my 20s and 30s, and now I'm here to share all of that with you. And guess what? We're going to have Uncle Ted there. He's a floater, always has been. We've got so many great people that you've known and seen before. We got Pain in the Alice. We got Bobby Stevenson. We got Drea. We know how amazing and special she is. She's still as fit as ever. But we've got these amazing people, and you've seen them before, and you've grown these relationships with them before, and they're all coming back. And we're all going to do this thing together. And here's what's really amazing. You've been asking for it, and you've been asking for it, and now I'm going to give it to you, but I'm going to make it better. It's going to be better than what you've even asked for. If you're ready to finally make a change in your life, this is the moment I introduce you. 5, 6.
The power of 4.
Losing 35 pounds was insanely motivating.
Come on now.
You're getting these amazing results. I lost over 15 pounds. I was just having a good time.
Bang, bang, bang. Lots of variety. You avoid the boredom. And you're up tall. Flash cardio.
Oh boy, my favorite workout.
Wow, these are up.
The first home workout program that I have completed from start to finish.
Over the last year, I have lost about 35 pounds.
Bingo, dude. Nice.
The 4 elements of mindfulness, the nutrition, the supplements, and the workout. And it's just amazing. They're for all levels, whether you're super fit, super advanced, or you're just getting started.
Forward.
This is something that's going to change your life.
Power of 4. Hello, boys and girls in planet Earth. It's your pal Tony Horton here, and Mrs. Horton, and just a wave because we don't have time for too much hyperbole. We are on YouTube, Instagram Live, and Facebook all at once. Hello, hello, and hello.
See how hip and groovy we're getting?
We are.
It's really not us. It's
we are tech savvy.
Amazing tech team
there
behind us.
There are 47 people on the other side of all these cameras, but we're here today to do a couple of things. First of all. Some of you are aware of the fact that Sean and I have tried to do whatever we can here during these pretty hard times to supply as much health and wellness and wisdom as we possibly can. The people have come together who have been part of this thing have been absolutely amazing. The love and support and encouragement and results have been supercalifragilistic. And if you don't know what that means, you're going to have to Google it, and you'll be glad you did. But what we wanted to try to do that was different than anything I've done in the past is create a new philosophy, program, techniques, mantra, dogma, whatever you want to call it, that had 4 very important pillars. And there's been elements of that to a certain degree and others. But the problem is that so many people, and you know who you are, just don't seem to be successful long term, all right? Because, a lot of times it's too much about your ego and aesthetics, and let's take a before picture and do a bunch of stuff, and hopefully we'll look better later. And it's not really about the physical, mental, and emotional, and even spiritual aspects of what this can do for you. So we understood that the importance of food and mindfulness and supplements and what's the 4th one? Again, food, fitness, supplementation, and mindfulness. Golly, lists of 4. Always been hard for me. But that's truly what we were trying to do here. And for example, the mindfulness component is kind of new to people. And I understand, I got sick a couple of years back, and without meditation and mindfulness and those simple things, that downtime, jacuzzi baths, whatever, that kind of intel, I didn't really do before, but it's made big changes for me, and it's helped me, you know, be less type A and be more productive long term. Of course, you know, this new program had all kinds of new features. We had a pantry video, and we looked through it. We looked through our refrigerator. And the first one was called Beta 1. This next one's going to be Beta 2, and we're here to talk to all of you. A lot of the Beta 1 are here. Beta 1 folks are here, and they're looking in. They're like, yes, we know.
That's right. If you're here, tell us why you love Beta 1. What a great community you guys have. You're so positive, and you're so motivating, and you guys treat each other so well, and you help each other out, and you inspire and motivate each other. We just couldn't be prouder of the Beta community. And of course, we couldn't have done all this without our behind the scenes team, who are amazing. They've pulled all this together. I mean, everything from the tech to the social media to graphics and customer service and a billion other things that Tony and I not only don't know about, but could never do by ourselves. So we want to thank all of you and all of them.
So, you know, there were a series and sequence of certain exercises. Plus, there was the supplement component. You know, with Power Life, a lot of people using Power Life as a means to sort of help with Foundation 4 and, you know, things that a lot of you don't know about that you'll learn about. And then, of course, a lot of live stuff that we did. We had a mastermind classes that were phenomenal that we're going to continue to do. We have special coaching features, you know, and that's an extra thing that you can participate in just for extra motivation, inspiration, things like that. But, you know, before we go any further, and I start to ramble, and that's my problem, there's a phenomenal quote that I think really touched me. My sister Kit sent me this. Kit, if you're watching, thank you for this. It just means a lot to me and maybe to a lot of you during what's going on. There's a lot of craziness, you know, around the world and certainly in our country here. And this is a quote from Martin Luther King, and it goes like this. Darkness cannot drive out darkness, only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate, only love can do that. And so the reason why I like this quote so much, not only because there's a lot going on, but this is the essence of what our whole Beta 1 group was about. You know, early on we had our early haters and our naysayers and our finger pointers and our complainers and our boneheads. A lot of them left voluntarily because they didn't realize it was beta, and you know there were certain things that were, you know, the lighting wasn't perfect. We had to wear COVID masks. There were certain things people got really uptight about.
I mean, we've been getting hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people writing in. We just pulled a couple of the things people are saying about the community, because in this time in the world when positivity is needed more than ever, you guys have just been phenomenal. I would say our Facebook group is probably the happiest place on earth.
It's kind of is,
at least
man.
the happiest place on the internet.
Different races, different cultures, different religions, different backgrounds, different ages. Did I say ages? I mean, it's the entire
and everyone
spectrum.
helping each other.
I mean, it's almost bizarre because it's the antithesis of kind of what we're seeing in the news these days. It's really an oasis for people. And I think because of that love and support, it's the reason why people have not missed their workouts, committed to their supplementation, doing the mindfulness practices that they've probably never done before in their life. They're just trusting us, our team, and each other as a means to have success physically, mentally, and emotionally. Right. It's pretty cool.
So here's Jen Sarah says, been with you since 2003 and it's going to be hard to get rid of me. The Beta 1 experience only solidified that. It's been so wonderful to experience the entire process, and the workouts are great, but the supportive community has been the best part. And then Marion Moskiek, I don't know how to pronounce the last name, but Marion, I'm still here because I'm in the best shape of my life thanks to Tony Horton, including Beta 1. There's entertainment value, there's lots of variety, there's ample support from fellow members and tons of effectiveness. It feels like my fitness home.
One of the things that I want to do now, and then we have some other testimonials, I want to let you know the amount of workouts that are going to be here. And what I'm trying to create is that feeling as if you're going into a gym, right? And it's a big gym. It's one of the best, like my friend Don Murphy and Tammy Murphy own the largest Gold's Gym in upstate New York, Gold's Gym. And like you go into that gym, you go, oh, we're going to take this class or that class or this class. And one of the amazing things that we did with P90X, for example, and I think the reason why it's still popular, I was talking to Ray Lewis the other day, and he does Ab Ripper X twice a day. He told me the other day in a Zoom call that Ab Ripper X got him in the best shape so that you could hit people harder. So who knew that I could help Ray Lewis hit people harder, which is kind of an amazing thing. So we have one routine called SBT, shoulders, biceps, and triceps. You guys know that sequence. Pretty obvious. We have one called heart, lungs, and legs. That's cardio, baby. It's just heart, lungs, and legs. Total body with Scotty Moe. That's just head to toe. That's one of those workouts that you can kind of fit in anywhere. kicking and punching. This, this first one that we did is with Alice. That'll, excuse me, that's what happens when you drink carbonated beverages. Kicking and punching with Alice will still be available for everybody. We have triple, oh my God, that Pellegrino got me. Triple Trouble Challenge, which is a push-pull extravaganza. You'll get a worksheet for that one, which is really nice. Yoga Flow, which is only one of the yogas. There's 3 of them. You're welcome. We have one called Push, which is chest, shoulders, and arms. We have one called Blood and Breath, another cardio routine. Primal Flow, which is, what is that? It's gymnastics.
It's animal movement.
Gymnastics, Pilates, yoga, plyo.
Getting back to moving like you did when you were a child, basically.
It's really one of the most
I hear
popular.
It's very hard.
Yes. Shauna did flashcard cardio, and I'll get to that one in a second. Primal Flow is just a really super popular. Drop, Pulse, and Hold, which is a pure leg
burner.
Awesome burner. Who's Got Your Back? That is another back routine. It's all back, nothing but back. So you're going to really love that one. We have Power and Strength Yoga. That's another yoga. We have a routine with Bobby Stevens and I called Arms and Abs. That's right. You got these, you got that, and there's just a separate workout for that one. And then, so that's 14 extras, 14. Now, if you look at P90X, there were 12. They were awesome. They worked, but that's 14. Next, flashcard cardio, shoulders and arms recharge. So we made some changes. These are provisional. This is for that 4th month for people. That's a different one. Plyo 30-15. Boys and girls, that means there's another plyo for you guys and gals. Don't skip yoga. I purposely called one Don't Skip Yoga because why?
Everybody skips the yoga.
Don't do that. You're not going to do that anymore. And then we have chest and back round robin, which is just an awesome routine. It's a push and pull routine with different ways. You can go and you can change that routine week after week after week, which is really, really cool. We have Core Warrior 1, we have Core Warrior 2, and we have Crunch Town. That's 3 separate ab routines. Pure stretch. It's like, so we have 3 yogas and there's another separate stretch routine. Hey, because you know what? I know the power of speed, balance, and range of motion, and that's the reason why there's so much.
That one changed my day.
Yeah, it
Pure
did.
stretch. Oh my gosh, I felt night and day by the time we were done with that.
Yoga Flow is back. Arms and Abs is back. Drop, Pulse, and Hold is back. Triple Trouble Challenge. Who's Got Your Back? Morning Yoga 20. So, there's a lot of yoga, but hey, Tony, already, I just only want to do 20 minutes first thing in the morning. So what we did with, the reason why there's so many routines and the reason why there's so much variety is that we were communicating with Beta 1.
That's right.
They were giving their feedback. You know what I mean? Oh, I like this. I don't like that. This is too long. That's too short. Hey, one of the things that we added were stop options. Not all of them, the new ones do, but almost all of them have what we call stop options because some of these routines are super long, right? They're 45 minutes an hour, and people don't have that much time, they don't have that much energy. So we put at least 2, sometimes 3 places where you're in the midst of the routine where you can actually take a break and go about your day.
Right. And in most of these, you can either power up or power down. So what that means is you can give it your all if you're feeling great, or maybe you're starting out, you can follow the power down people. So we've really created this too, so any fitness level, any age, anyone can get in and start working out.
And think about, there's going to be a ton of live stuff. Once I don't know if everybody's on Facebook, but there's a Facebook page which is where a lot of the positive energy is. Anyway, I have a couple of little really amazing testimonials, but honey, here we are at 15 minutes.
So in addition to everything that Tony just said, there's also a nutritional guide for you.
It's probably the most, Shauna and our nutritionist
Fitzgerald
put it together. It's probably the most extensive thing you've ever seen. How many recipes are in there?
I don't even know, but depending on where you fall calorically, if you want to put on mass, if you want to stay where you are, if you want to lose weight, there's different levels for everybody. There's completely different menus for all of those people. We have a vegan menu, and
well, that gives me a little bit of time to read this from Maggie Barclay, and she was a Beta 1 participant, and she wrote in and said this: I've always been a fan of Tony Horton's. Well, thank you very much, Maggie. For years, I joined Beta 1 and cannot believe how amazing it has been. The positivity and kindness and support from all of the other participants, Tony and his crew, have been extraordinary. Not only has it helped me get fitter, get stronger and more fit, the fact that the mindset focus during these crazy times is what helped me move forward again. As a professional, as a fitness professional myself, being inspired and literally helped by this group has been amazing. I thought my passion had disappeared, but not so thanks to Beta 1. Thank you, Tony, and all the Power Nation family for helping me get my mindset right again. I am so very grateful. Well, we are grateful.
Here's another one from Timothy. Your workouts and enthusiasm have kept me exercising for 14 years. I have speed, power, balance, and strength because of you. I'm in the best shape of my life. Helping you out with this new venture gives me an opportunity to make a small positive impact on your life. Power of 4 by Tony Horton is the best thing you have ever created. It's P90X, but better. The power downs and stop options provide an on-ramp for every fitness level. Plus, you have poured everything you have learned in the last 15 years into it. So thank you for everything you've done.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good. All right, here's another one. Why not? Because we're 22 minutes in and we promised under a half an hour. Let's see. Hi, Tony and team. I've always liked strength training. When I was young, I climbed in the oak trees at home for fun, and I continue to have great upper body strength for a woman. Wow, she's climbing trees. Now I'm 55, and it's not about looks. It's about feeling strong and being as healthy as I can be. I like the structure. I also like having a calendar that a professional has put together for me. I don't want to think about it or research it as I have a regular job. I just want to be dedicated to get up in the morning and push play and do my exercises. Be at my best, and of course, forget the rest. I'm not a lazy person, but if there isn't anything on my calendar exercise to-do list, it may not be getting done. I will gladly keep paying the monthly fee if you will keep putting these on the calendar and telling me what to do. Well, that's pretty awesome. Thank you, Becca. So there you go. I just want to finish with a couple of words. I want to thank you, Mrs. H, for all that you've been able to do, because I'm going to tell you, boys and girls, Shauna, without her, there's no way. I mean, you think about it. It's her and I, and then we have a social media team. We've got somebody who does some editing and some video stuff. Here we shoot all the workouts in this space. We take out all this stuff like the treadmill and the rower and the VersaClimber and things like that to make some room. But we've learned a ton of lessons, and so and it's as hard as it's been on you and on the team and on all of us, we've come a long way. We've changed a lot of lives. There's a lot of joy and happiness and enthusiasm. Combining the fitness and all these routines and the food components. And you're going to have all that information, all that intel. You'll be getting more stuff about that. The cool bonus stuff with the mastermind group and the coaching and all the live stuff that we're going to do, the live meditation stuff, the new meditation workouts that you'll have that are part of the program. I'm not going to say it's fail-safe, but it's as close, I think, based on everything I've done in 35 years of being in fitness, it's as close as having as much information as you need to really make some changes in your life, because there's just way too much suffering right now. There's way too much sadness and depression and anger and really, it's just, think about it. This is probably one of the strangest couple of years, certainly in my adult life and a lot of people's lives. And so why not find an oasis where you can be consistent and you can feel good and you can, commune with other people.
That are happy.
Dang straight, man.
That's right.
It really is. It's happy town, man, here. Not to say that we don't have our trials and tribulations, because we do, but, mindfulness, my supplementations that were created for me after I was sick 3 years ago. I mean, the whole Power Life family of products. I suppose family of products. What is that? And Geritol too. Has really, had a huge effect on me. And I understand that it is those four things. It really. And I think if you're missing a leg to the table, then it's going to be harder and harder. So we take that mindfulness. We've interjected a ton of that. And then obviously, if you sign in to take a look around, you'll learn a lot more. We've covered, we think, everything. And we managed to do all this in 26 minutes and 50 seconds. So I feel pretty good about that. Everybody on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook, thank you for looking in. We really appreciate all your support over all the years. Thank you, Mrs. H.
Thanks, Mr. H.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thanks, social media team.
Yeah, over there on the other side of all this equipment. Bring in the light, baby, into the darkness. We hope you join us. and we look forward to this next phase for sure. Yeah. All right. Peace out.
Good night.
Bye-bye.